Well, hello there, friends. Welcome to the fire. Got a story here that got submitted by one of our viewers, by Liang, about a dragon who uses its many years of experience to come up with a game plan against any would-be trespassers that would dare attempt to loot its treasure hoard. One of the funnest and disturbing things I ever encountered as a DM was running a group through a dungeon that had a dragon as the end boss monster, so to speak. It was a great worm, high-level dungeon, and I started to think about how a dragon might think, especially one of great age. Worms this age know their breath weapon is limited to 2 to 3 times per day, and it's never guaranteed to end its enemies. So, I created the Smart Dragon. To the right of his treasure pile was a mound of rocks for no reason whatsoever. To his left was about 6 barrels with cloth coming out of their stoppers with a sputtering torch nearby. And so the party came in. I described the room in detail, including the barrels, the pile of rocks, etc. They awaken him, of course. The first thing he does is raise up. After, the thief and ranger run their useless attacks and wing buffets everyone to the ground. Dice were on the DM side that day. LOL. He uses one paw and smashes all the rocks towards the party. Only 2 saves. The rest were hammered by stones. He reaches to his left and grabs a barrel and ignites the cloth on the nearby torch. The barrel of oil Molotov cocktail takes the thief out of the encounter and sets half the party aflame. They are spending turns trying to stop the burning. A quick tail whip and 2/3 of the party are smashed into the wall. The sorcerer dies. The cleric hits the fighter with healing spells, just as the second Molotov comes in from the dragon, followed by a wing buffet, knocking all to the ground again. No saves. The paladin succumbs to the burning oil. Just the cleric doing his best to keep the fighter alive is all that is left, and the dragon has taken nothing more than superficial damage to his scales. With a claw strike, the cleric is dispatched. The fighter, all alone now, attempts to flee. The dragon finally uses breath weapon. Fighter misses save roll. Dragon munches a few bodies, reassembles his rock pile, has his kobold servants prepare 2 more Molotov barrels, then curls up on his gold pile and goes back to sleep. Message to PCs. DMs roleplay too. Yeah, you would think that an ancient, intelligent dragon that has lived for thousands of years would use their vast experience to plan out some sort of tactic to fight off pesky adventurers. See, I love it when DMs play their encounters sort of realistically like this. The mighty dragon would totally have some sort of plan in place because it's very likely not the first time they would have to deal with intruders to their lair. And even with something like goblins, it's very unlikely that they would fight head-on and to the bitter end. More than likely, they would set up some sort of ambush, and if they were outnumbered, they would flee. And that's great because it sets up for a possible second encounter and or more dynamic combat. Oh, and if you got a story that you want to share, hit me up on Twitter or Facebook, and maybe I'll make a video about it. Info down in the description. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. And would you kindly follow the socials posted in the description below. As always, be good, be great, be Awesome!